Chris Gunzz here with a dangerous man in the welterweight division, Wale Lucky Boy Omotoso. I appreciate your time you're giving me, Wale. I know you're
anytime, brother. Thanks for the interview too.
And tell us about yourself. I know you were born in a very dangerous place like Lagos, Nigeria. You spoke about it on HBO a little bit before your fight with Jessie Vargas back in March. I'm really interested in different cultures, and tell me about it from your perspective. What's it like growing up in Lagos?
Different life, different way of life. I would like put it. Just it's a tough neighborhood. Growing up in Africa, Africa, you rather be poor or rich. There's no middle. So, and I'm really from the poor side, and I'm from the hood, from the ghetto. So, it's just difficult in one bedroom, 5 kids, and mom and dad.
Wow.
One bed, one chair, sleeping on the floor, being in a warm, it's just a tough situation, and life is tough there, is hard, and just, growing up in the street, just, the difference, it's like, to me, I will put it this way, it's like living in the South Central LA. To me, South Central LA, when I went there, to me, it's still a, minor shooting, which we have back home. It's still a good life to me. It's a good life.
Yeah.
It's like me, where I grown up for living in South Central, it's like living in Beverly Hills. That's the way I will put it to you.
Yeah. You always hear about how bad it is, but
yeah, that's how bad it is. It really goes down, bro. I love my country, don't get me wrong. I don't want to say anything bad, but that's the way it is. That's the way we live. That's the only way we know.
Yeah.
We don't know. If I didn't travel overseas, I don't have this privilege. I don't see this light. It's like coming to the light.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't have another life. That's the only life we know, and that's the only life we live over there. We just draw in a bad way. We do some. We don't care about life.
No.
Let me put it that way.
You said
when I travel my life, I care about my life.
Yeah.
But where I'm from, I don't know. Maybe I will die in a spot or in 2 minutes. So I'm ready. If it comes, it comes. It's just the way of life. You know what I mean? But after you travel overseas, you see the light. You see how people value life, and they look after themselves.
Yeah.
Then you appreciate what you got.
So anybody who's rapping about coming from South Central, try going to Lagos.
Yeah, I'm telling you. See me when I go to South Central LA, it's like living in the Beverly Hills, where I'm from. Real with you. Because where I'm from, where I really grown up, you won't put your dog there your dog will not survive 2 days from there.
Yeah. Wow.
Where I sleep in my bedroom, flood will come to my bedroom and wake me up from bed, straight up. I would just see myself floating on the water, early in the morning.
Damn.
Wow. Rainy season is really bad.
It's a shame.
First come to my bedroom, destroy everything, no radio, no this, no that. Oh my God, I don't know.
The worst of the worst, from people to weather.
Exactly. That's why when people travel to Africa, they travel to Africa. Like me, if I travel if I travel back to where I'm from, I come here and I appreciate stuff. I still appreciate it even though I'm not there, because I've known what I've gone through in life. The way I grew up, use my, till when I was 20 years old, before I get out of that, that life, makes me appreciate the moment I am right now.
Yeah.
Life, you got your life, you should be happy.
What percentage of Lagos is poor?
Percentage? Oh my God, I would say maybe 70.
Oh wow, that's ridiculous. And you mentioned how you had many violent fights, and you could have died from these fights. Describe to me the worst kind of beating you took, and what happened to make it happen.
To make what happen? Come again?
You mentioned how you were attacked a lot of times and beaten up, and you could have died from these kind of kind of beatings?
I'm from the hood. I have friends. We fight neighborhoods to neighborhood, and people will recognize you. And you go to different neighborhood, and they recognize you like, oh, this guy have mixed up with fuck with us before. They want to screw you back, so they jump on you straight up, and they jump on you with anything they got.
Yeah.
Mercedes, maybe bottle, maybe knives, maybe anything they have. Even though they have guns, they'll blow your head off. They don't care.
Yeah. And you had guns put to you, and you've been stabbed.
Yeah.
What were you stabbed with?
I have many stabs in my body.
How
I've
do
been
you?
putting guns to my head more than 4 times.
Wow.
Straight up,
God. And
That's the way life is. And I don't care. I'll be ready with this, but then I don't care. I say, yo, go for it. Your opportunity, go for it. Because if I have the opportunity, put in your ass too. You know what I mean? That's just the way life is. You just have to, stand up, be a man, and take it every day. You live the life every day. You don't know, maybe you're going to live tomorrow, so you live that day.
yeah.
That's the way we put it.
And they talk about how soldiers see the things that they see when they go away. American soldiers go to other countries and they participate in wars, and then they come back and they're emotional wrecks from the things they saw. How do you get over it? Do you still get haunted by memories sometimes, or?
You just have to. You just have to, because all the time, you just have to get over it and try to move on, be a man, and just thought, okay, this is where I was back there, and this is where I am right now, and you just want to move forward. That's the way I put it. You just have to move forward, be strong, and try to move forward.
Yeah, and you had guns put to you, you said, like 4 times, and never got shot, and that's where the name Lucky Boy came from.
Exactly. Exactly. That's where the name comes from. Like when I travel to Australia, and before I came here and I see the light and I see like, oh my God. I remember what I've done, the kind of fight I've been in, the kind of street fight I've been in, the kind of trouble, what I've done, what they've done to me, and I escape all that. That makes me call myself, I'm really lucky. I'm lucky to be alive right now. You feel me? So, the moment I am right now, even though I'm not great in boxing, I still appreciate it.
Yeah. And that shows what kind of person you are, to come from such a difficult place and to still consider yourself a lucky person. It shows what kind of person you are. You're the kind of person that makes good out of whatever situation you're put in.
Exactly. You're right.
And tell me about your home life when you're not on the streets and you were in your home. What was your family like? You had a mom and a dad, you mentioned, right?
Yeah, my mom passed away when I was little, and my dad passed away about 7 years ago when I'm about to travel overseas, which is a pain, and what makes me more stronger and tougher, because I have to be a man to look after my brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So I'm the dad. I have to, in my country, if you're the first boy of the family, you're the next to your dad. So when your dad gone, you're taking the responsibility of your family. That's the way it works. So.
And what kind of man was your dad?
I've been a man when I was young, in my early age. And I'm supposed to be a teenager. I've been a man. You feel me?
No.
So,
what kind of person was your dad?
Oh, very great dad. Just, very good man. He just, he's the best dad ever. I miss him. I wish, when I travel, because when my mom's gone, it's difficult for him to look after us with five kids, just him.
Wow.
That's what makes me just thought, wow. I can't leave my dad in this situation, struggle with 4 or 5 of us. So I just have to jump in the street and gotta do anything I gotta do to provide for myself to survive and look after my family. So I have 3 brothers. So if I gone, they will take over. So that's the way it works. But right now I'm happy I'm still alive. I'm still here at the moment talking to you on the phone.
Thank God, Wale. So you had 3 brothers and a sister? That's what you got?
Yeah, I got 3 brothers. With 5, yeah. I got 1 sister with 4 boys, 1 girl.
Yeah.
So.
And you discovered boxing at the age of 19. How did that work? And maybe boxing discovered you. At 19 years old, how did you come to get into boxing?
I just, being a stubborn kid from the street, stubborn out the neighborhood. People knows me even before boxing because I have natural punch. Like if I punch people, I put them to sleep. So people know me in the street, and people always, scared or worried. They don't, So it just happened. I just tried to, without no weapon, to try to beat 6 people or 5 people at a time. They attacked me in different neighborhoods. That's how I just said, okay, let me get into it a little bit, without no weapon, because I'm good. Any little thing happen, we're going for weapon, straight up. Because other people, they're with weapons, so you have to go for weapons. So I just tried to use my hand, because I'm good in my hand. So I just tried to, try to learn how to defend myself. Someone talked to me about boxing, and something happened in my neighborhood, so I need to live in my neighborhood for a while. So I went to different neighborhood. Then, boxing just started because I got nothing else to do. So I started learning a little bit from some place. Then people just thought, wow, boy, you can punch like a crap. So that's how I get into it.
So you were good right away then?
It take me a while. It take a while. I can punch, but boxing is not about punching and amateur. But it took me like about a year and 2 months. Then I went to a championship and I knocked everyone out. And people even thought maybe I'm using, Africa, we got juju. We know, if you know what we call juju. So they thought maybe I'm using juju or I'm using some drug to punch people. So they text me, they check me, they do everything they could, and they didn't see anything. So that's how I become national champion, and I represent my country. They take me to some African championship. Yeah, I just since then I didn't really believe that much, but I love because I'm traveling. So I've been watching like any opportunity to travel overseas. That's the only way I want to go. I just want to be out of the country. So when I have the opportunity to go to Australia, I just went, yo, this is it. Bye. So that's how I just, change, God changed everything for me.
Yeah, so you had the African juju in your hands. Nothing illegal.
Nothing illegal. Nah. Natural blend.
and you went to Australia. If tomorrow you went to Lagos, how many of your friends that you grew up with would still be there?
In Australia?
Now, if you went back to Lagos tomorrow.
If I went back to Lagos tomorrow, OMG. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Nobody you know.
The neighborhood would tear down. Not just my neighborhood. People will be traveling from different states to come and just to see me.
Yeah. And how old were you when you left to Australia?
Going to 21. But I'm close, I want to clock 21 when I went to Australia.
21?
Yeah.
And what was it like there for someone from Lagos who saw what you saw? You get to Australia, what's it like?
I was there even though when I went to Australia, the people thought maybe not. Most of the people in my country, they don't believe it. They thought now he's in jail or he's dead. They're just lying, he's overseas. You know what I mean? Until I start wrangling people or they start hearing me fighting, they send it in a newspaper in my country. That's when people start believing, yo, this guy is still alive. No. So, and it was good. It was good for God to change life around, to do it to positive, from negative to positive.
Yeah. Yep. And you hooked up with a great boxing trainer in Australia, Murray Thompson. Like I said,
Murray Thompson.
He's a great trainer.
Very great mega. Very great guy.
Tell me about Murray. How's training in Australia different from training in Nigeria?
Totally different. You know, take me from my country. We still fed up to tomorrow. We're going to be friends forever. I'm just praying to God things goes good for me in boxing, so I can pay him back, like to appreciate what he done. You know, changing my life. I didn't give him 5 cents. He paid money for my visa, giving me money back in my country, and he flown me, take me out of my country to Australia. Yo, it's not a little thing to take a guy from Africa and, you know, give me, you know, pursue my career until until we decide I want to come to America. Very great guy. I don't know how to put it. I would just say one of the best guys I've ever been. I just take me like my dad. Because he didn't look after me.
No.
Do the best he could. And he get to that stage, he cannot go further. Too expensive to bring an opponent for me. And he doesn't have that kind of money. That's why he let me go to come to America and pursue my dream.
And what makes Murray such a good trainer? He's a great guy. What makes him
a great guy? He's just a great guy.
What makes him a great trainer too?
Yeah, he's a good. I won't say he trained me for 18 fights, and I win it all. If someone can train you 18 fights, and you win it, it's a good trainer. Easy. Or what do you want me to say?
Just,
you know what I mean? If you can see someone who train you, even though you cannot train someone else to be in the big top, but someone can handle you, train you, and make you win a fight, and feeding you, paying for your rent, you know, make sure when you're broke, it's there for you, and when you need you don't have money, he buy it for you. What else do you want?
Yeah. Great man, great trainer. Do anything for that guy, I guess.
He would do anything. That guy, he lied before. If he have $20, the last $20, if you have it, and I need to buy a shoe, $20, he will say, I will go to my mama and take the $20 and buy your shoe so you can train tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm telling you the truth, straight up.
Yeah. And you turned pro with Murray in your corner in Australia?
I turned money, I turned pro, I trained with him. He's a promoter, he's a manager, he's a promoter, you know.
Do you remember who you fought in your first fight and what the result was?
Oh, I can't remember the name, but I remember the guys from Thailand or somewhere in there. I think it's in Thailand. Thailander.
Yep.
Yeah.
Singyuk Sorsisan.
Pardon?
Singyuk Sorsisan.
Yeah.
That was his name.
Yeah, you're right.
That was
I can even see the face now. I'm seeing the face right now. The way you mentioned his name, I'm trying to picture him because I still remember him.
just a mark. That's it.
Yeah.
And you knocked him out in 2 rounds.
In second round. Yeah, in second round.
Yeah. Now that was the pro debut for you.
Yeah.
You guys both made your pro debut, but your second fight, you fought a guy with 14 fights. And in your third fight, you fight a guy with 78. Now, I'm sure your level of competition wasn't good, but that experience should have helped them somewhat. But not you. Nothing was going to stop you. Nothing was going to stop you, huh?
No, nothing. Only God can stop me. If God says it's over, he's done, he's over.
Yeah. And just your 9th pro fight, you fight Samuel Colomban.
Yeah, for the Australian title.
And you already go 10 rounds.
That's my friend right now. He's a good friend now.
Is he still in Australia?
Yeah. You said what?
Is he still in Australia, or is he here in America?
Yeah, he came here for a while, then he's still in Australia. Even though he fought last night, he got knocked down in the first round. Yeah, so he's getting old.
Yeah, well, he went 10 rounds with you, so
yeah,
I guess he ain't what he used to be. He ain't what he used to be.
It was that fight was, oh my God.
Yeah.
I broke his jaw. That boy is there all night, all day.
Wow. Maybe you took it all out of him, Wale.
That boy, he would go down, bam, he get up. If he get down, if he get up, broke his jaw, he fight all the way through.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's why, in Africa, in Australia, if Africa fought, it's a war. It's like fighting. It's like a war between your country, between that country. It's a big competition. So they like to see that once in a while. But now there's not a lot of African there, you know. So I know the white people just fund them. That's why they go and bring the Asian ones to come over and fight you.
Yeah.
But we know how to, We know how to deal with them over there.
Yeah. And how'd you feel going 10 rounds for the first time? In just your 9th fight?
I was fit back then. I'm ready, especially the first, I don't think about the round. I'm just thinking about the first belt of your career. You don't want to let it go. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be proud you have a belt. You got a belt. So I put everything I got online, and I won the fight. I was so happy to go 10 rounds. Then after that, at the next day, I can tell I went 10 rounds in my body. My body was sore. I was like, gee. I thought maybe someone hit me with some, what do they call? The big bats. Bat ball. I thought maybe someone hit me with big bat ball for my dream. But I remember then I fought the day before. So, but it was fun. I like it because I got the belt. I wake up in the morning, see the belt, and I say, it worth it,
Yeah.
It ain't worth it.
How did it feel to be holding a belt? Not the world title belt, but still a champion? You got a belt in your hands? How's that feel?
Champion. It was a good feeling.
Yeah.
I just want to wake up the next morning, just walking, just saying hello to people, calling you, great fight yesterday, you're a champ,
Yeah. And
but now I'm grown up more than that now. Want something bigger.
Yeah. Just to say how tough Samuel Colombon is, you broke his orbital bone in that fight, and he kept going for 10 minutes.
He's an animal.
Yeah.
I still call him animal to today because we're friends now.
Yeah.
So I can say whatever to him.
And you had your first 16 of 17 fights in Australia. The other one happened in New Zealand. But you ended up getting noticed by the same guy who brought Manny Pacquiao and Sergio Martinez to the States. Tell me about the first time you met Sampson Lepkowitz.
I will be honest with you. Back then, someone just briefed me and showed me, and saying, "Boy, I don't know much about boxing. I don't know names. I don't know people." Until now, when I start looking at it, when I start following up, like I just take that fight and fight. It's like someone take you. It's like a soldier. You just take them to a war and fight a battle and bring them back home. So I don't look at like, okay, which country we're going, this, that, who's going to be there with the president. I don't ask for that kind of detail. So I don't know much people back then. It's now I'm start knowing names, knowing people, It was good, it was good when I met him, but back then I don't really know who he was, but now I really know him very well.
Yeah, he's a good guy to know.
Yeah, a good guy to know.
And when you got to the States, the first gym you went to was the Wild Card. Tell me about what it was like the first time you walked into the Wild Card gym.
It was a great feeling, who doesn't want to have a handshake with the best trainer in the 5-time best trainer of the world? But who doesn't want to go to Wild Card? No. And when I go there, saw him, shake him, take a picture with him, I just thought, dream is coming true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I know you didn't...
Feeling ever.
No. And you didn't know a lot of names of the people, but now that you do, who'd you see in the gym that first day you walked in the Wild Card?
Who did I see in the gym?
What fighters were there?
Who did I see there? Pacquiao wasn't there by then, but it's gonna come. I think it was like Julio Chavez.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, I went there in the morning and he was leaving. And I said, that's Julio Chavez. I've heard about Chavez Senior. And they said, that's Julio, like Chavez Jr. Then I look at him. Then a few weeks later, we sparred together. And I was like, whoa. I'm in the game. This world, I'm here. We start from the bottom, now we're here. It was a good day. And I start meeting people, start seeing people. Yeah, I've seen a lot of great fighters over there in Wild Card.
So your first day there, you spar with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.?
Yeah, I spar before I even spar with him. Who did I first spar with? I think I spar with Vargas.
Wow.
I was Vargas, and I spar with Gio. No, I start with Vargas, then I start with the guy called his name. I think he's gonna fight tonight. He's called Boss. What's his name again? Let me remember his name. Is it boxing name?
Sean Porter? Sean Porter?
Call him. Huh?
Sean Porter?
Not Sean Porter. No, not Sean Porter. Not Sean Porter. He's very talky. He fights 154. I know his name. I can't spit it out.
No.
I
can't think.
How did I forget? I think he's fighting tonight, though.
Okay.
He's fighting tonight.
Martirosyan is one of the best, most talented fighters, I think, without a title right now. What was sparring like with Vargas and Julio too?
It was good. You lost, very busy, big body puncher. Because I'm not used to be punching in the body, but all these people just, they start walking with them, looking at them, and they start picking one time as a step. But it was a good feeling, sparring, seeing all these best boxers, training them, meet Pacquiao, meet all these people, or, just make it one of the year.
Yeah. And what did you think of the first time you saw Pacquiao training?
When I saw him training, he always come with a card, It's difficult until they start knowing me, notify, see, watching my sparring, then we start talking, now he knows me.
So you sparred with Manny too?
No, I haven't sparred Manny.
Oh, never?
Yeah, I haven't sparred.
Big guy. Maybe they don't want to get Manny hurt.
Not really. I don't think so. Maybe because I'm too big, I'm too fat.
Nah. Yeah, you're a scary guy, lucky boy. So you make it to the States. You go to the best gym in the world at that time, and still could be definitely one of the top gyms, one of the top trainers, Freddie Roach. And tell me about your first pro fight in the States.
That was another fight. That was the first time I would ever put my ass on the floor, see my ass on the floor, because I was so excited to be there. I just jumped in. I just want to be a brother. Then they show me welcome to America.
Yeah.
It was a good feeling fighting.
So how hurt were you when you went down in that fight?
It was funny though. I was laughing. It's not really a punch that hurt me. I think I put my 2 feet down. There's nothing to support me. So I just sit down on the floor. And I get up straight away, start laughing. Then I shake I tell the crowd, don't worry, it's gonna be cool. I'm cool. Then I start whipping his ass. Then I drop him 2 in the 5th round. Boom!
Yep.
Plus, then everyone stood up screaming. Then the referee stopped the fight in the 5th round. So
you stopped.
That's how it go.
And that happened on the undercard of Yuriorkis Gamboa and De Leon.
I think.
How did you like the atmosphere having you had all your fights in Nigeria or Australia, and you've been in gyms in Lagos, you've been in gyms in Australia, you got that atmosphere, and here you are on a big show in the States. What was it like fighting on that kind of card?
It was a good feeling, but me, I'm not the kind of person, I don't look at the light, I don't look at the people, I just want to go there and show what I got. Just to me, I'm a kind of fighter. I don't know, maybe I may be wrong. I like to entertain people because I believe that's my job. So I love to give a show and people enjoy it. Like, oh, that boy can fight. You put a great show, talking about your fight the whole night, the next day. I just like it, Especially my last fight with Jessie Vargas. People still talk about it. Like, it was a great fight, you fought good, even though I didn't win, but they didn't give me the win. But people still saying good thing about it. Like, yeah, you won, you fight great, you look good, you're strong, But another boxing way of life.
Yeah. And after that, a couple of fights after your fight with Odom, you fight Nestor Rosas at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. And that was on the undercard of Chavez, Marco Antonio Rubio, and also Nonito.
I fought under his card maybe about 2 or 3 times. judo card maybe two or three times.
Yeah. And
Texas.
fighting in front of an audience that size though doesn't bother you at all. You don't feel.
No. That even want me want to fight more. Like attention.
Yeah. Yeah. And
I like attention. I like people sitting there in the other want to watch me. I just want to become more beast. That's just me.
Wow. Yeah. And after beating Larry Smith in your next fight, you fought on the big Martinez Chavez undercard against Daniel Sostre. He took you the full 10 rounds. What do you remember about that fight? Larry Smith.
It take me, I think it's 9 rounds. I think I dropped him maybe I dropped him in the 8th round, the last round.
Was it?
Yeah.
It wasn't a 10-round fight?
It's a 10 fight.
Oh, okay.
No, I can't even remember. I'm bad. My memory is bad. I get punched in the head too much. I'm a fighter, so I don't remember a lot of things. So if I make a mistake, forgive me about that.
Yeah, then less than 3 full months later, you fight again. This time you fight to a 2-round no contest with Irving Garcia.
Yeah.
That was caused by an accidental head
clash.
What happened there? Was the head clash?
I don't even know. That dude doesn't want to fight. He just don't want to fight. He just want to... After I get to its punchy wobble or I drop or something, then I get pissed off like, I just want to get rid of him, like straight up after we get him. I think he feel my power. He doesn't want to fight. Nothing happened to him. He have a cut on his head, not in his face, not in his eye. You know? He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to fight. That's the worst thing. That guy doesn't want to fight. And I was so pissed off. I'm mad. I'm angry. Get angry for like 2 weeks. It took me about a week or 2 to get over it. Because I was angry.
Lucky.
I will fight. Head clash. It's not like someone hit me with a baseball. You fit, I'm fit. This is the boxing. I think just come and take your money and go home.
Yeah. And that was your last fight of 2012, but it didn't stop you from getting a big fight in your next fight. You make your 2013 debut, and it was a great one against Jessie Vargas. Take me back to March 16th and your fight with Jessie.
Yeah, he's a good kid. He can fight. I think can box. That's the word I think. But to me, it was a good fight. We put on a good show. It was good to fight him.
Great fight.
We put on a good show. Well, judges see something different than what I do.
Can I ask what?
The fight.
No. What weight do you walk around at? You weighed in at 146.5 pounds. Then you come into the fight weighing 20 pounds more than that. How did that happen? And how hard is it for you to make the welterweight limit?
That's another funny. I've never weighed that much. Even though the way I'm talking to you, I don't weigh that much. But I don't know what happened. Maybe then I was too hydrated, or I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I know. I think I changed some of my diet or something because I have a new condition training that work with me. That may make everything change a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm not complaining. It's already gone. It's already matched.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised I weigh that much when I see myself on the scale. I've never weighed that much before. And, when you change something, you bring some new thing in. Maybe it doesn't apply to your body, or it doesn't get away out of your system quickly. Just what it is.
How were you feeling warming up in the dressing room for that fight? You're making your
good.
HBO
I was
debut.
funny. I was flying. I was like confident. I just want to go there and win and do my thing. He's 2 undefeated. We both 2 undefeated fighter. I know he doesn't want to lose. I don't want to lose. I'm confident I'm going there and do my thing.
Yeah.
I know one person will come down. Instead we come down, draw, and one person is going to win. But that's the way life is, if you think about it. 2 people go to the ring, one person will win, one person will lose. And with the same promoter, from the same promoter. So everyone go there, show what you got, show your talent. I show what I got. So, and referee gave him the fight. So he's a lucky boy of that night. He's the lucky one for that night. I won't call him a lucky boy for that night. He's lucky for the night.
Yep. Lucky boy.
I wish that I've been asking for the rematch over and over and over. I wish that it would be good to fight him. It's not for me to beat him, just to show it to the crowd again. Like, okay, that one you think is a fight. Now you're going to see war, you know. It will be more entertaining, but they won't let it happen. So,
and the trainer in your corner.
I would love to fight him back, just rematch, just to,
Oh, yeah.
Let's do it for the crowd.
And it'd be a great fight. I would love to see a rematch.
That would be a great fight. I would take the fight tomorrow.
Yeah. In your corner, training you for that fight was Eric Brown. Was he in your corner for all the other fights too?
Pardon?
Was he the trainer that you had in the States for all your other fights too?
No. That wasn't him. But he's the one training me now at the moment too.
What's he bring to a corner? What makes him and you click?
Just know where you are, make a plan, know when you're in, when you're out, pick your angle. Something different. I'm not getting used to American lifestyle, American boxing way. It's another. How would I put it? It's another school entirely. Something you're not used to from day one. So you're trying to adjust yourself. With things is going great. It was good in the corner. It was really good. You see, he's my trainer. He knows me from the gym. We work out for the fight. Yeah, and we do what we gotta do.
Yeah, it was a great fight. There's nothing for you to hang your head about. It was a back and forth type of fight. You caught him in the second round, and his knee touched the canvas, and in the delayed reaction, you hit him. And it took a minute. It took a couple seconds.
Put him down.
Yep.
I dropped him in the second round. I wobbled him a few times, but that boy he was a very clever boy, like clever boxer. He fight 10 rounds like 6 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
I will fight. Look, the time I fought 10 rounds last, maybe like 3 years ago.
Yep.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
I fought 10 rounds. I haven't fought 10 rounds since then. That's another 10 round fight I will go a few years ago.
Yeah.
So him, he be fighting 10 rounds like over. So he have the game, the more you stay in the ring, the more knowledge you got. That's the way I just see boxing.
And
the more they keep you busy, the more rounds you go on the ring, the more smarter you are, the more confidence you be more on the ring.
Yep.
If you haven't been in 10 rounds for a while, I don't think it will get it. I could have dropped him, like knock him out. He recovered on his feet very quickly. Very clever and smart fighter.
Yeah. And he did.
And he got away with it. He got 10 rounds. I was surprised.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you. That he did rebound nicely, and he even seemed to hurt you in the 6th round. First of all,
in the fifth round, we exchanged. I see the punch. I see the right hand, like I can see his face. But straight away, I want to walk in. I drop my own left hand. So he came in before me. Get to the door. He opened the door before me. So I get wobble. So, and I bounced back from it.
How hurt were you? And was that the most you ever been hurt in a fight?
That's the most, yeah. Like wobble like that, yeah. That's the first time. Never happened to me before.
Wow.
Never happened to me before.
Were you surprised?
Not in my amateur career, not in my pro career. No, that's the first time.
He doesn't have a big knockout ratio.
No, I was surprised when he got the power for that night. I was so surprised. But you know what it is.
It happens. It's the
Your
fight.
power that night.
Yeah. And it's the punch you don't see. I mean, you saw his face, but if you're not ready to take that punch, you don't know what's going to happen.
It was going to happen. And in a split second, anything happen in boxing. In 1 second, anything can happen. One punch can change the whole ball game.
Absolutely. It's true. And Eric Brown told you that you needed at least a knockdown to win the fight. You tried to make it happen, but did you believe that when Eric Brown told you that, did you believe that he was right? Did you believe that you could possibly be behind on the scorecards?
No, I don't. He said it, but I don't even hear it. But I don't think I need that like to knock him out to win the fight, because I was landing more punches, like more clean punches.
Mm-hmm.
And he can feel my power, and I'm still putting it in, and I'm still there. But he jabbed a lot, don't get me wrong. And one of the jab, I catch it, I let him miss. But they say he's busy, and the judges gave him the fight. So, well, it doesn't bring me down, just makes me more stronger and more tougher. So any opportunity I see, you know, just have to take it.
And you mentioned how surprising it was to hit a guy as hard as you hit him and to have him not go. He didn't get knocked out.
Yeah. Even though I will hurt him, then I was seeing wobble, his legs is wobble, like I can see it. But if he move on the ring, he recover. Damn, he's back to himself. How do you do that?
Yeah. And
that's boxing. People recover, his shape, he's ready. And yeah, that's what happened that night.
And then Lupe Contreras, the ring announcer, it reads the scorecards. How did it feel when you heard him get his name called? He's the winner. He's the winner of the fight. How did it feel?
It's like, look, I'm not trying to be like anything. The fight was a good fight. It was close. After I saw it, it was close. It was a good fight. Just come to watch to that fight and make it a draw, I think it's good. But for them to give him a win and give him a unanimous decision, I would just say, I don't want to say anything else. I would just say OMG. That's the only word I always say. OMG.
Yeah.
But, boxing is boxing. I'm not the first one. I'm not the second one. I'm not going to be the last one.
Yeah. And, I mean, it was a real good close fight, and I think a draw would have been...
It would be good, and they give us the match back. People want to see it.
Yeah.
People will pay money and come and see it, even though we didn't manifest. People will pay money and come and see it because they're going to know it's going to be a war.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And did you and Jessie talk after the fight?
Me. That would be really fair.
Did Jessie say anything to you after the fight?
We see in the lobby after he just say, yeah, he's a strong dude. Wow. You do more than what I said. He's a strong dude. And I said, you too, you know.
Yeah.
A clever fighter.
Yeah. Do you have any regrets about the fight? Not throwing more punches, maybe?
Not at all. Minus, they gave him the win. Minus the win, the judges' scorecard, the rest stuff, not at all. Not at all. No regrets. I will take that fight with him another day, anytime.
Yeah, and
I love to fight him.
Yeah, you would love the rematch, I'm sure.
Yeah, we'll put on a great show. People would love to see it.
Definitely. I know I would. And it looks like after the fight was over, if it looks like unfinished business, it should be an immediate rematch. That's the way it should be. And
that's the way it should be. That kind of, yeah.
What did Top Rank say to you about a rematch with Jessie, or another high-profile fight at least, even to stay busy, just to be able to earn money and make a living, because it is prize fighting. I mean, you need money to pay your bills. You're a fighter. What do they say about getting you another fight?
Right now, right now, I'll be real with you. I'm a free agent right now. So the Top Rank released me. I think they said because of the fight. Yeah, I think they say we win, we stay or something. I don't know. I just received the letter maybe 5 weeks or 6 weeks ago. They released me. So I'm not with Top Rank anymore.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I don't know what to say.
I know, boxer, we go through all that kind of stuff, especially if you're from Africa.
Yeah, it's tough for African fighters. I mean, you got...
Yeah, it's really tough. Really tough for us. You know, how many African fighters you see out there anymore?
Yeah, and
we're stubborn. We're tough. We're stubborn. We're just like, I call myself African Mexicano. You see, the Mexican. Oh, they're gonna stay there all night. Blood. They're coming, just stay there. We can do the same. We defend.
Yeah.
So if you wanna win, you gotta kill me. You're gonna kill me because I'm looking for survival for myself and my family. So I'm not gonna go home and say you win easy. No, you're gonna kill me.
Yeah. So what is your next move? You find out you're not with Top Rank anymore. You just found this out like a month ago.
I'm just trying to check up, the Ghetto fight and see out there right now. I'm a free agent. So I just, want to see someone who cares, someone who's going to,
I mean,
be back out there.
Out on the West Coast, you got Golden Boy, you got...
No, Golden Boy is there, and Golden Boy get a lot of fighters, a lot of 147.
Yeah.
It's a loaded. If you look at them, how many African fighters they got? I don't know, maybe they will be interested. I'm not saying yes or no. But, they have a lot of Spanish boys who is 147, who is good, who I'm ready to fight, most of them, tomorrow, anytime. I would like to be with, with someone that will give me, put me out there and let people see what I got.
Yeah, you also have...
I'm not saying I'm the best boxer or I'm a great fighter. I can cause a traffic in boxing.
Yep.
You know what I mean by traffic? I can make a noise. People like, oh my God. I can make that kind of noise.
Yeah, and you also got the money team out west. They got a fighter from Sweden, Badu Jack. He was an Olympian, but there's not many Swedish people that want to sell out an arena to see Badu Jack just because he's from Sweden.
You can sell tickets.
Yeah.
Not many people want to come and see you.
Yeah, and you see it happening with a great talented guy like Guillermo Rigondeaux, one of the best fighters in the world. So, because there's not a big Cuban population here, so they really can't sell tickets. So I appreciate the fact that you could understand it from a business standpoint.
I understand that, but at the end of the day, if you look at it, this boxing, people want to see a good fight.
Yeah.
But if Keaton fight, he doesn't have a crowd. The other one have a crowd, and they fought. Give win to win belongs to.
Yeah. So I do.
Because Africa, I will tell you, Africa, we can come up with money, we can come up with crowd, but before people will start screaming your name, they will out there for you until they know. You show them this is the belt. Then when you want to defend it, you will see president of my country start getting involved. People start getting involved, but if you're not in the market yet, you have to put your name in the market. And that's the way it works. But right now, it's just too much.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
It's frustrating.
But no matter what, I'm still a strong guy. I'm still tough. I'm still going to hang into this game because I don't have any other life right now, minus boxing. That's only what I know how to do to pay my check, to pay my bills. Sorry. That's only what I know to pay my bills. So that's only what I know how to do. And right now, that's what I have to stick to. I know the life is hard right now. The situation is really bad. But I'm going to hang in there.
Yeah.
Until I know it's over.
Yep. And
right now, I'm still 28 years of age, 25 and 1. I can still make a noise in this business.
Definitely. And don't lose hope of that because there are people like me out there.
I will lose positive. I will never lose hope. Because if I lose hope, how am I going to feed myself or feed my family?
Exactly. And anyone who knows who's at the top, I mean, Bob Arum's a great promoter, smart guy. But we mentioned Golden Boy, and it's one of the reasons why I respected Oscar De La Hoya in his career so much. He was a great fighter, and by the way, I wish him well in his recovery. He's going through some issues now. But he didn't have to fight Ike Quartey when he did, but he wasn't afraid to. And Ike Quartey, even though he was a great fighter and a big puncher, he wasn't selling tickets by himself either. So Oscar deserves a lot of respect for taking that fight, and a fight that I thought.
If you want to be a great fighter, you take a chance. You take fight great people.
Yep.
I was like, right now, I'm not ducking anybody. I will fight anybody anytime.
That's.
Even though my situation right now, the way I'm frustrated, the way things is bad for me right now, I will fight anybody if I take the opportunity.
Yep, and that's what you get with African fighters. You get some of the best, toughest guys. Joshua Clottey's a tough guy. Who we wouldn't have seen the great Azuma Nelson throughout his whole career.
Azuma Nelson.
Man, I mean, there's so many great fighters that come from Africa, and it's sad when there could be another potential
and
good one.
Peter, when you do it, same.
And they're just held back. But you do stay in shape, and you stay in the gym.
I always be in the gym every day.
Yeah,
I'm doing the gym this morning. I haven't fought for 6 months now. I go to the gym every day. I have to train every day.
Yeah.
Because if I don't train, I get bored, I get angry.
Yeah, and if
I train, I have to go to the gym and push my anger, my frustration out, and learn more every day.
Yeah, and if any promoters out there wants a great fighter, a winning fighter, give Lucky Boy a chance. I mean,
please give me a chance. I can fight. I just want to fight. I just want to get back to the ring.
Yep.
Not backing anybody. I'm ready to fight anybody.
And you don't see this problem really. I mean, I know that in England and France, maybe fighters from Africa.
There's a lot of Africans who pay money to go and watch boxing over there.
Yeah.
Who get a crowd, especially if you're born in overseas or you've been living there for a while. I just moved here. Less than 2 years. Not up to 2 years. I just moved here. So I just make people will not know me overnight. Until I fight, people watch me, they see my fight, I fight regularly on TV or anywhere, and people will start knowing me, start talking about me. But if I don't see the chance to fight, no one will know me.
Yeah, and it's a loaded division. You got Floyd Mayweather, Juan Manuel Marquez, Manny Pacquiao, Kell Brook in England, Tim Bradley, Devin Alexander. You got Robert Guerrero still.
Yeah.
Adrian Broner moved up.
Adrian Broner.
Keith Thurman. Malik Naji. You got Zab Judah, Maidana. Do you feel like you got to start calling people out and maybe getting louder about who you want to be in the ring with and who you think you could be?
Maybe that's what I need to do. I know Paul is my great guy. I even see him on Saturday. Maybe that's what I need to do, just to go out there, call people out, and yeah, I got the record.
Yeah,
and I can fight. So
and who you're at the wild card, and I think Ruslan Provodnikov trains there still, right?
Yeah, he's training, getting ready for his fight.
Yeah, he's fighting Mike Alvarado, and
yeah.
Does it bother you?
What's his name is there too? Miguel Cotto.
Yep, Miguel Cotto.
Cotto is training. Yeah, I've been sparring I sparring 2 weeks ago for like a week and a half. But I need to go to Vegas to help Chavez out. Then I went to Vegas, and Julio went back to Mexico. So I come back to LA. I think they have someone who's helping him out now. Cotto. So yeah, I'm just training, getting fit.
Yeah, and that's such good experience to be in the ring with Miguel Cotto. He's been there and he's done that for so many years.
Minus experience, very great guy too. I love the guy.
Yeah. And
I become a world champion. I want to be like that guy. Very quiet, very respectable guy.
A quiet warrior, like
very quiet warrior. I call him. What did I call him? I think snake. He just bites you, go back to his cage, and just chill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very quiet warrior.
What's he tell you about his fight? What do you think about his fight with Delvin Rodriguez?
He will box him to pieces. Come on, bro. He's gonna beat him up. He's gonna beat him. He's on the ground level. This guy fights all these great people in boxing. He started Floyd. See what he did, even though Floyd won.
Oh yeah, he gave.
Pacquiao, come on. This guy is not even level at all.
Yep.
Even though they thought he's old or he lose few fights, he loses to great fighters. Like his people on his level.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is not even level.
He's one of the best of the era. One of the all-time best. And the fact that he's getting sparring with you, now I don't think there's anything to worry about. He's getting the best of the best sparring, and I think he's going to be razor sharp for his fight with Delvin Rodriguez.
That guy can use the whole ring.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, when I spar, I'm like, gee, dude. You know, if you throw 5-4 punches on him once, you can't do it again. If one land, the other one is going on the head. Very clever, very sneaky fighter, and great guy.
What does Miguel say about? I'm sorry. Continue.
I say his trainer very quiet. He's gonna win the fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And what's he say about Floyd Mayweather? He fought Floyd in that great fight. What's he say about him?
What did I say about Floyd fight?
Yeah. Did he say?
I mean, like, see what he did. Like, even the Floyd Worthy fight, he make Floyd fight. He make him fight. He doesn't give him the confidence to just, Floyd, back in, he go on his nerve. He let him fight to win. And he busts him up, make him bleed on his nose. Who does that in boxing?
Yeah. Yep. And you also mentioned...
my own opinion, I think for what I remember, for what I know, it's Cotto that gave Floyd the biggest hard time on the ring. For what I remember right now.
And what do you think about the weekend's fight with Canelo? And what kind of chance do you think Canelo has?
Canelo and Floyd will be a great fight. I don't want to talk too much, but it will be a great fight. Canelo will come out strong, though. Come out strong.
I think so, too.
In boxing, anything can happen. Maybe one punch, everything will change. Look at what happened with Pacquiao and Marquez.
Yep, it's true.
Another way around it again, Floyd, he's too quick. He's just too smart, too defensive.
Yep, but I think that
if Canelo can go in there and stay on his nerve, throw punching the way Cotto throw punches, and stay there, don't let him go, maybe it may hurt him. But for boxing-wise, experience-wise, technique, speed, Floyd.
But he is getting older, and I don't remember the last time we saw him.
Getting older. He is.
23-year-old.
Older, but you have to remember something.
That's right.
I know he's getting older. I know that. But what this guy, he hardly get hit. That's why he's still in this game without his age.
Yep.
He will go to the ring and come back out from the ring very smooth and good, like no one hasn't been touched. But if he get punched, maybe that could affect him a little bit, like to make him, start thinking twice. But he hardly get punched.
It's true. It's going to be a great fight. I'm favoring actually Canelo because I don't remember the last time we saw Floyd fight a young, undefeated, determined guy.
Undefeated, determined guy, very strong guy, but I just think
yeah.
If Canelo, it's two ways you go. Either you go, if you go 12 rounds, Floyd is gonna take a lot of, like boxing around, use his high class. But this boy is strong, he's tough, he doesn't want to lose. They want to put his name back into pay-per-view. If he beats Floyd, oh my God!
Oh, he's gonna be.
I don't want to say it.
He's gonna be the most popular.
If he beats Floyd, everybody want to be his friend. You know what it is.
He's gonna be the most popular redheaded man in the world.
In the world, the popular red-haired Mexican in the whole world. And I think it will be even more famous than Marquez.
Who's that? Rafael Marquez?
If he beats Floyd.
No. Oh, Juan Manuel Marquez, yeah. Yep. But I think you mentioned Juan Manuel. I think they should test him for some African juju. Because he's doing something.
I don't think they will fight anyone who doesn't have. I think if Floyd, who Who Floyd is going to, after he beat Canelo, who is going to fight again?
Yeah.
Who?
I wouldn't take a fight with Marquez unless they tested him, honestly. I wouldn't. I think he should get tested. I think that's what caused that knockout of Manny. I mean, it was a great punch, but I think they should test him. I think Tim Bradley should have went through with the test. Because you never know.
To fight you.
Juan Manuel Marquez. But I mean, it's a tough decision to make for Tim Bradley because he is fighting for more money than he ever fought for, or one of the biggest purses, maybe only behind the Pacquiao fight. So it's a tough decision to make.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Does it bother you at all to see fighters like Mike Alvarado getting a shot at Provodnikov at welterweight, and Rios getting a shot at Manny Pacquiao for all that money? They're both coming up from 140, and there was plenty of people at welterweight who want to fight and are good fighters. They didn't have to go and get guys from 140 to come up. There's plenty of people like you here and now.
People, this game become a business. You know what it is, bro.
Yeah.
It just with the one day at the spot. Maybe now is not my time, But all these people you're seeing there right now, that's people that won there right now. That's people who is selling tickets. That's what people,
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything crazy, but I would say this is their time.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta wait for my own time too, and I know by the grace of God it will come. But if it doesn't happen, it's not the end of the world. There's many lives to live.
Yep.
If there's still life, there's still hope.
Do you ever think about moving to another country or moving to a different part of the country?
I'm not thinking about that right now, but if that's what I need to do, I gotta do what I gotta do because I gotta survive. I don't want to go back to the streets. I don't want to start running the street with guns. I get shot or I start shooting people. That's not what I want to do anymore.
Nope, we don't want you to shoot anyone.
This is the only thing I know in boxing. So I gotta do anywhere I know the people who's gonna care, who's gonna put me out there, who's gonna give me this opportunity. Anywhere it is, I gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, I don't have anywhere. I love America. I'm happy I'm here. And the way I always say, God bless America, and God bless me too in America. I still have hope it will happen, but it may not be today or tomorrow. But I still have that belief it will happen.
Yep, and I know that there's a lot of people out there like me who just loves the Warrior, and the Warrior, you definitely got it. And you're staying sharp. You're sparring with Miguel Cotto. You sparred with Chavez, getting ready for his fight with Brian Vera. Do you know why he left and went to Mexico? Is his fight in jeopardy, or?
I think it's just I think I have some family thing you have to go and fix. That's why he went. He's training his team, so he's gonna go to the fight and win.
Now you sparred with Cotto and you sparred with Chavez. If they ever fought, who wins that fight?
Pardon?
Who wins a fight between who's better, Cotto or Chavez?
Oh, I'm not gonna say that. That's a different weight class.
Yeah, I know, but
it's I'm possible. Not a judge. Let me fight now. Judge will give a fight to anyone they want to give it to.
Yeah.
And I'm not a judge. I'm a fighter.
That's right. A smart man. A lucky boy and a smart boy. That's what you like. Wale Omotoso, I appreciate your time. I wish you a lot of luck. There's a lot of promoters out there, and if there's a promoter that wants an honest, hard-working...
you got my number. They call you, give them my number. I want to get back to the ring. I want to fight. I'm a free agent.
Get this man back in the ring. Somebody. Get him back in the ring. Someone's gonna be smart enough to give you a call, Wale. I have trust in that. I have faith in that, and I can't wait to see it back in the ring. I don't care if it's on HBO or Showtime or ESPN.
I don't care what it is.
Whatever it is, it's must see TV.
Whatever it is, I just want to show people what I want people to see what I got, what I can do.
And you got Lou DiBella, you got Main Events, you got 50 Cent's promotions now. Floyd, Golden Boy, anybody, give this man a call.
Anybody.
Wale Lucky Boy Omotoso.
Everyone just, there's many promotion out there.
Yeah.
Lucky Boy, free agent.
And
check it out.
Yeah.
I'm ready to fight. This is what I do.
And that's it. Calling all names.
To fight.
All welterweights. Calling them all out.
Always.
And before we go, you've been saying, OMG, I know you're computer literate. I know you're on the computers. You stay on the social sites. How do your fans that you do have get in touch and stay in touch with all the things you're doing now?
Yeah.
You on Facebook or you on Twitter? How do your fans get?
I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. But I do my Instagram myself. LuckyBoy85 on Instagram.
Lucky Boy 85.
Lucky Boy 85.
That's on Instagram.
On Instagram.
Follow one of the best welterweights in the world. Appreciate your time, Wale. Can't wait to see you in the ring.
Thank you so much, brother. Thanks for the interview. I really appreciate it. One love for all my fans out there, and you too, brother. One love.
And one love, my man, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.